You brought up MVPs before. I think it's a very interesting debate here, and you almost need to just have a list of finalists at this point, because
Yeah.
you obviously have to put the three world record holders on there. I guess you got to go Rojas, Warholm, and Sydney. Although Warholm and Sydney I'd put above them just by the sheer amount they broke the record by.
Yeah.
Then you have
Yeah.
Elaine Thompson-Herah, who pulls off the double and goes number 2 all time in the 1 and the 2. And then you have Sifan Hassan doing the Hassanathon and gets gold at the 5 and the 10, and then bronze in the 15. I guess if you're looking at another person with a singular amazing performance, it would be Eliud Kipchoge, because of the dominance that he displayed. But how do you sort out that group? And is there anybody else that I'm missing there between Sydney and Elaine Thompson, Sifan Hassan, Carson Warholm, Thompson-Herah? I mean,
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
just
the only other
it's
person
a tough thing to sort out.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. The only
Krauser,
other person I
Krauser
would
too.
put in there, Krauser. Yeah, I was gonna say Krauser. I mean, I know he didn't break his world record, but the guy is freaking throwing 23:30 again. That was pretty good.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, the pecking order for me is actually pretty clear. I really do think Warholm had the performance of the entire Olympics. 45:94. I mean, it's not a time that I don't think anyone could comprehend.
Mhm.
It seemed like even he couldn't. Coming into that, you could see, you know, Sydney McLaughlin getting down to 51:46. That's almost like a believable time. 45:94. I could see that performance standing for decades, and I just think it's so unbelievable that I would put it at overall. Yeah, I know he only ran one event, but I'd put it as the performance of the games. Um, and then behind that, I'd go Thompson-Herah as the next best, and then Sifan Hassan. I think it's pretty clear, to be honest. There was a lot of great performances. I think Sydney may be a little bit of a victim of her own success, unfortunately. Just the fact that she had run 51:90. I know going down 0.44 still incredible, but the triple action medals of Thompson-Herah and Sifan Hassan. I know one was a relay for Thompson-Herah, but triple gold
Yeah.
is spectacular any way you shake it. And then with Hassan running like 24,000 meters and getting 3
Mhm.
medals, 2 of them gold. That's pretty spectacular. So that's how I do it: 1, 2, 3, Warholm, Thompson-Herah, and then Hassan.
Thompson-Herah has the times, and I think if she won those races, but the times were slower, we'd say, okay, 100, 200 doubles been done. But I still, I think, got to give the edge to Sifan Hassan to just go for that triple was
It was
amazing. And
ambitious.
the 15 was sandwiched in between. In the 15, she basically lost to the greatest women's miler of all time. In the 10,000, she had to beat the world record holder at the moment. In the
Yep.
5,000, she ran against Obiri, who has a ton of hardware, and Gudov's a guy who's the indoor world record holder in the 1,500 and has run low 14. Like, the competition was ready for her, and she came out of it with 2 golds and a bronze. It's
Yeah.
impossible to sort out, because you're right, because Sydney was amazing, and she smashed her world record just like Warholm smashed his world record, but the margin wasn't as big, so we dissect that. I think there's just that first tier where you can't really go wrong with who you pick. Like, I would hear an argument for several people here. Your order is interesting. I just think the historical nature of Sifan Hassan and we'll see other people break world records in one event at the Olympics. That's a guarantee.
Yeah,
It
it's
may
true.
not be as much. But a 15-5-10 double. You called her the queen of range a couple of years ago. But we never thought this would actually happen. This is something we would joke about.
No.
Oh, yeah, let's see her do 3 events. I mean, people don't triple in dual meets in distance races in high school.
Yeah.
And she did this at the Olympics and came out with 2 golds and a bronze.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. It's just there were so many good times on the tracks, in the sprinting and then the hurdles is easy to get lost and everything. And then it also was the Olympic Games, and so there was just tons of performances to choose from. Kevin, it's I'm being beckoned right now to shut
Yeah.
down this whole thing. So my family's been gracious giving me the time to do this, but What a great Olympic Games. It was, there was questions if it
Mhm.
was actually going to happen, but I was thankful to be part of it here on these FloTrack on YouTube events on the marathon. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. One more thing before you go. Don't sign off yet because people are asking what was Gordon's final total? Did he lose money from Galen Rupp? And he did. He lost $277.42
Okay.
total. So after 40 bets,
Not
he
bad.
lost $277.
Not bad. Not bad at all. He'll make it.
No.
He's not financially ruined.